Thank you for joining us here at One Kingdom Worldwide as we share the greatest love story ever told in support of the God-led life. Welcome to Section 1, Essential Scriptural Context that has been lost down through the ages. Time for a quick summary. My heart after the Father's, I no longer want what I want. I want what you want. Because you know all things, the best way for me to go, and the best thing for me to do. To live the best life I can live. So as I become more and more like Jesus, I only want to say and do what you want me to say and do. The scriptures say that there are works that were laid out for us from before the beginning of time. It was true for Moses, for Jesus, for the Apostle Paul. It's true for you too. God laid out works for us before time began. He knew the problems that were going to come forever into the future because he can see all things. So as far as it's up to us, it's a very simple thing. As far as it's up to you, have quality relationships. Relationships that are attitudinally in alignment with Jesus. Monitoring yourself for those attitudes and monitoring yourself for that fruit. Are you developing trust with people? Are you developing reliable, trusting relationships that become more intimate and more transparent, where you're not afraid to tell people about yourself, your struggles, what's going on in your life? Because as you do that and you find the people that are trustworthy, and you come into a depth of love and care with the Creator of the universe as an acceptor, willing to walk around rejectors, willing to share the love of God as the Spirit leads you, because remember, His yoke's easy, His burden's light. He's not going to give you people that you're not prepared for. You fit into His plan for others. Moses was a great leader. Jesus, oh my. The Apostle Paul. So many people down through the ages were great. And you too will be great in God's eyes as you do the Father's will with your heart after His. You might just be a great friend, a great father, a great spouse, a great grandparent. And that's it. And the people that you touch are few, unlike Paul or Jesus or Moses. As far as it's up to you, have quality relationships where people can trust you. Because through those relationships of trust come opportunities to develop friendship that develops intimacy, that develops a support, a mutual love and care and support with each other. I told you in a previous episode, some of the folks that I'm closest with these days are those that I started mentoring years ago. And we've developed unbelievable friendships because for them to succeed and come out of where they've been, they needed to get transparent with me, and they needed to trust me, and they needed to know that I was trustworthy, because I know me, I'm not trustworthy. But He's disciplined me, and He's helped me to see my attitudes were always the problem when I failed Him. And so over time, I'm becoming more and more like Jesus. Over time, you will become more and more like Jesus. Over time, you will become great in the eyes of God if you only do what He gives you to say and do. See how simple it is? But the difficulty is in our being present with the presence, Hashem, at all times. Praying unceasingly. What's that word in Hebrew say? Conversational worship. And so on a daily basis, hourly basis, moment by moment basis, as I go through my day to day, being attentive to the leading of the Spirit If my heart's after the Father, my attitudes will be these. If my heart's after the Father, my desire will be to be trustworthy for anybody I meet. Any interaction I might have, any person I might suddenly be introduced to. It gets to be real simple. So you don't have to worry like my wife did. We were around 20, going to be married. I told her that God had called me into ministry, and she was scared. Oh no, oh no. He's going to send us off to be missionaries in some far, far foreign land. And she feared it, and she openly said so. And she had a right to bring it up because we were in love and we cared, and there was a mutual support that she wasn't sure she could provide. Rick, what if he sends us off to some horrible third world environment to share the love of God with people that don't yet know him, but I don't know if I can do it. See, that's honesty, that's transparency, that's important stuff. And so we talked through it, and we said, well, we're going to trust God for it. And in the end, she was right. He sent me all over the world. But he didn't send us all over the world. He sent me. And as I went to 20 countries, she was able to travel to 11 of them with me, from the most wealthy to the poorest. And she had her eyes opened to what the world is like in other places. And so God prepares us to support each other, that we be great spouses for each other. And when we are, it pleases God. When you have a heart after the Father, doing only the Father's will, only saying and do what the Father gives you to say and do, you're great in the Father's eyes. So today, be great. Be great today. Let tomorrow take care of itself. Stay attentive to God today. Stay attentive, monitoring yourself, monitoring yourself, monitoring yourself, monitoring yourself. And don't get sucked in. Don't get sucked in. It's just one day at a time. Just like for any addict. And we are addicted to ourselves. So when we give up ourselves and we trust God for our future, and we trust God, it becomes an amazing life. See you next episode.